Today I'm going to show you how to create an email autoresponder for any of your events. And I'm going to do this using Drip. So if you're ever having an event, it's definitely a best practice to get that anyone who's attending your events into your email funnels, because they may want to hear about events that you have in the future. But not only for that purpose, you also want to get them into your email funnel to basically onboard them for that event, get them ready for that event. You probably want to send them an email right away saying they're confirmed, and then maybe a week before the event, give them an email giving them instructions on how to get there to the event, maybe a reminder email. So you definitely want to have that as a practice. I have purchased tickets for events only to not receive anything afterwards, just my Eventbrite confirmation, which is fine. But if I'm paying a high price ticket for an event, it's really more comforting if I can receive an email from the actual company that I purchased that ticket from. So it's a good practice to have if you ever throw events. So in this case, I actually recently threw an event for Facebook Ads 101 workshop, and I hosted that on an Eventbrite platform. That's the way people could purchase tickets to that event. There were 3 different ticket options that they could purchase, and if they purchased any, or if they did any of those 3 actions, they can get into my funnel. So with Drip, if you're using Drip for this, what you would do is schedule a workflow, and that's going to be under the automation tab. And what I did is, in order for them to get into this workflow funnel, something had to trigger on Eventbrite. So because I had 3 different options, one of the options was if they purchased an early bird ticket. Another option was if they purchased a general ticket. And then I did something unique because this was a ticketed event and on a specific date in Los Angeles. I didn't want to exclude anyone out if for some reason they couldn't attend this event, or for some reason it was outside of their budget, but they were still interested in other free events I might have going on. I still wanted to capture that information on them. So the last option I had on Eventbrite was, can't make this one, but notify me of future workshops, and people could sign up that way. So once they did any of these 3 actions on Eventbrite, they would come into my subscriber list and into this workflow specifically. I actually had a delay in here. You don't have to do a delay. I just put one in there. And then once they're in, they're tagged as interested in events, because now I want to know that these are the people that I can reach out to anytime I have an event. Specifically, I tag them as interested in Facebook ad events. And again, if I ever had anything on Facebook ads, these people specifically would get an email from me notifying them of the next event that I was having. And then something else that I was doing here, which is really unique just to this, and you don't have to do it, is because I had this option here where someone could not attend, but they wanted to be notified of any other events, of course, that were happening in LA. What happens, and this has happened on a background in another workflow, if someone purchased this ticket option, I had them tagged as interested in LA events specifically. You don't have to do it this way. I actually may even change this a bit, but basically what I'm doing is tagging these specific people with this event, and I'll show you why in a second. Basically what happened is these 2 people, the people who purchased the early bird and the general tickets, they're going to go into my stream of emails that confirm, hey, you're going to go, see you at the event on Saturday. And they're going to go into that list of people who are expected to attend the event. However, the people who could not attend but just were interested in my next events, I needed to tag them a certain way, which was this tag. So immediately once they're tagged with this, what's happening in Drip is a decision is being made, and it's saying, well, hey, is this person tagged with interested in LA events? Yes, and that actually means that they could not attend, but they wanted to hear more about events that were happening. So then if that happened, what would happen is they would receive a one-off email from me, and that's what this is. And I'll just open this up so you can see. And what it's saying is, bummer, you can't attend. Blah, 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 here's what's going on. Here's an online course that I'm having, if in case you want to do that. So that's what would happen. And that's a perfect way to just get specific content out to different people on your list. And then if they were not tagged with interested in LA events, well, that's what this is saying. That's saying they either bought the early bird or regular ticket. So they're going to go down this decision line. And they're going to be tagged as a customer, because now they are someone who has paid me. So I tag them as customer. And then I send them a confirmed Facebook ads. Here's the date of the event. Here's the logistics. Here's where it's happening and everything like that. So they got that email. And then I could have done anything else I wanted to from here. I could have put a delay so that way they still funnel through once the event is over. Then I send the follow-up email after the event. I could have done anything here. I could have done it in another workflow if I wanted to. All I simply did after that was to tag them also as registered for Facebook ads. So that way I knew they were registered. And actually, what I did do here is anyone who was tagged with registered for Facebook ad events, after the event occurred, I would go ahead and compare who attended versus who didn't, and be able to send them a post event email if I wanted to. And then that's about it right now. Then they would just exit the workflow, and I could, a number of things could happen from there if I chose again. But this is the basic setup. Again, this is just one way to do it. You don't have to do it this way. You don't have to have 3 different entry points. But I do highly recommend, if you're ever throwing an event, that you should set up some kind of workflow so that way there is an autoresponder going out to your event attendees.